Sounds intriguing. Let's imagine the scene. A dark, stormy night. The wind howls outside, rattling the windows. Inside the old, creaky house, a single lamp flickers, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Sarah, a single mother, tucks her daughter Emily into bed. Little does she know, tonight will be the start of an unrelenting nightmare. Sarah had always felt something was off in the house since they moved in. Strange noises, cold drafts, and that unsettling feeling of being watched. But she brushed it off as her imagination. After all, she had more pressing concerns, like keeping food on the table and a roof over their heads. That night, as Sarah settles down with a book, Emily's door creaks open. Thinking it's just the wind, Sarah gets up to close it, but then she hears it, soft, almost imperceptible whispers. She freezes, her heart pounding. Slowly she pushes the door open wider and steps into the room. Emily is sound asleep, but the whispers grow louder, more insistent. Sarah's eyes dart around the room, searching for the source. The closet door stands slightly ajar. She takes a deep breath and walks towards it, her hand trembling as she reaches for the handle. Just as she's about to pull it open, a chilling voice hisses in her ear. "Get out." Sarah stumbles back, her heart racing. She grabs Emily and runs out of the room, down the stairs and out of the house. They spend the night in the car, the whispers echoing in her mind. The next day, Sarah contacts a paranormal investigator. He arrives, a middle-aged man with a calm demeanor and a suitcase full of equipment. He sets up cameras, sensors, and recorders throughout the house, determined to find the source of the disturbances. As night falls, the investigator sits with Sarah in the living room, monitoring the equipment. The house seems unusually quiet. Hours pass, and just as they start to think it was all a figment of Sarah's imagination, the monitors come alive with activity. The cameras capture shadowy figures, the sensors pick up cold spots, and the recorders play back those same chilling whispers. The investigator delves into the history of the house. He discovers that it was built on the site of an old orphanage, one with a dark past. The children who lived there were mistreated, and some never made it out. Their restless spirits now haunt the house, seeking justice for the wrongs done to them. With this knowledge, the investigator performs a cleansing ritual, hoping to give the spirits peace. The house is filled with chanting, the smell of burning sage, and an otherworldly presence. Finally, the activity subsides. The air feels lighter, and the whispers fade away. Sarah and Emily return to their home, hoping the nightmare is over. But every now and then, on stormy nights, Sarah still feels that unsettling presence, a reminder of the house's dark history. And so the story ends, with Sarah and Emily learning to live with the ghosts of the past, knowing that some things can never truly be forgotten. What do you think? Should we add more twists and turns? Expand more this story. Let's delve deeper into Sarah's world and unearth more layers of this unsettling story. In the weeks following the cleansing ritual, Sarah and Emily tried to return to normalcy, but the eerie occurrences left a lasting imprint on their minds. Sarah found herself constantly on edge, jumping at every creak and groan of the house. Emily, once a cheerful and spirited child, became quiet and withdrawn. One afternoon, while sorting through old boxes in the attic, Sarah stumbled upon a dusty, leather-bound journal. It appeared to have belonged to the matron of the orphanage, detailing the harrowing experiences of the children who once lived there. Sarah's heart ached as she read about the harsh punishments, neglect, and sorrow that plagued their young lives. Determined to give these forgotten souls the justice they deserved, Sarah decided to delve deeper into the orphanage's history. She visited the local library and spent hours poring over old newspaper articles and public records. She learned that the orphanage had been shut down after numerous reports of abuse, but the details were shrouded in secrecy. It seemed that someone had gone to great lengths to bury the truth. Sarah felt a growing sense of responsibility to uncover the full story and honor the children who had suffered. As Sarah continued her investigation, strange things began happening again. She would find toys that Emily had never owned scattered around the house, hear the faint sounds of children laughing, and feel icy fingers brush against her skin. It was as if the spirits were trying to communicate with her, urging her to uncover the truth. One night, while Sarah was researching in the living room, she heard Emily's voice calling her from upstairs. The tone was urgent and fearful. Sarah rushed to Emily's room, only to find her sound asleep. Confused and worried, Sarah realized the voice must have been one of the spirits trying to reach out to her. Desperate for answers, Sarah sought the help of a medium who specialized in communicating with the dead. The medium, a kind and gentle woman named Eliza, arrived at the house and immediately sensed the presence of the children. She explained that the spirits were restless because they had never been able to move on. Their pain and suffering kept them bound to the house,